couple of quick questions. How much did you pay for the last major household appliance you bought? If you're making car payments, what is the APR you're paying on your car? How many cousins do you have? And what is the square footage of your home? If you're like 49 out of 50 people, you can't remember the answer to more than one of those questions off the top of your head. But you remember some goofy travel story that a friend of yours told you 3 weeks ago, a story that has no relevance to your life. You still remember the whimsical twists and turns of Maurice Sendak and Dr. Seuss stories from your childhood. And you remember a friend of a friend telling you about the time they tried to bake a cake and set the kitchen on fire. You don't even remember the person's name, you just remember the story. It says a lot about the way the human mind works that we remember trivialities packaged in story form, but we can't remember compelling, relevant data if it's not fresh. I say this because with a lot of websites, there's now this fad of putting these data points kind of front and center, like this is the number of deals we've closed, and this is the number of cups of coffee we've drank. We are active in 28 states. We work across 7 different industries. I'm not disputing that those things are relevant, with the obvious exception of the coffee thing. They're very relevant. It's just that they're not memorable. If you lead with numbers, you might make a good first impression, but you risk blending in with so many other competent businesses. If you want people to remember you, if you want your work to be tangible, lead with empathy. You need some kind of short story or empathic statement that says, this is what we do to help people like you thrive. This is what gets us out of bed in the morning. This is what we have in common with people like you. So you should track things like key performance indicators and client satisfaction ratings, and you should communicate them to convey your value. But don't lead with numbers, lead with stories. Because if people don't remember you, do you think it matters if you made a good first impression?